Good evening, everyone. Welcome inside our Homefield Credit Union Studio B as we present this week's edition of the Milford Informer. I am Tim Coet. Well, we didn't even make it to Thanksgiving week before seeing our first significant snowfall of the season. Hopefully that is not a sign of things to come and that the weather settles down as many local residents prepare for holiday travel. Meanwhile, let's prepare everyone for what we have coming up tonight as we show you our top stories rundown. Tonight, we'll give you a behind-the-scenes look at this weekend's MPAC production of Cabaret, courtesy of Milford TV member Ryan Farrell. Also tonight, hear from the captains of the Milford High School cheerleading squad as they look to earn a fourth consecutive state title coming up this weekend. And later in sports, we'll show you complete highlights of last Saturday's Week 10 football matchup between Milford and Norwood, courtesy of Norwood Community Media. Before we get to our news this week, I'd like to take a moment to discuss a very serious matter that could jeopardize the future of Milford TV. Right now, the FCC is proposing policy changes that, if adopted, would radically alter or completely take away funding for cable access stations nationwide. In short, it would spell the end of Milford TV. Since 2013, we've taken great pride in providing Milford area residents with comprehensive coverage of municipal meetings, school functions, major town happenings, and sporting events. We've hosted telethons, live band performances, and candidate forums. We've been present for nearly 250 Milford High School sporting events, allowing us to capture memorable player milestones, classic playoff victories, and one remarkable softball state championship run. We are also home to a host of member-produced shows created and executed by members of the community with a passion for media and a desire to have their voices heard. If you've ever tuned into Milford TV to get caught up on a town meeting, or enjoy a Claflin Hill concert, or to simply learn something new about the community you live in, you need to understand that all of that could be taken away if the FCC moves forward with these proposals. There is still time to prevent this from happening, but we can't do it without the full support of the Milford community. In the coming days, we will be launching a full-scale effort to save community media. To kick off this initiative, here is a PSA explaining the situation. Please pay careful attention to the phone numbers and email addresses at the end of the PSA, where you can direct comments and complaints. And remember, we need everyone out there who supports Milford TV to help us in this effort. We ask that you take a few minutes of your time to reach out to your local, state, and federal representatives, and also to the FCC and your cable provider to tell them you want to save community media. Cable access is under attack, and we need your help. The FCC is proposing rule changes that could significantly reduce or completely take away funding for cable access stations around the country, including Milford TV. Cable access has been a staple in nearly every community for the last 50 years, and since 2013, Milford TV staff and members have brought news and entertainment and local events to Milford residents in unprecedented fashion. Milford TV also provides an open community space for creative types, including artists, musicians, dancers, and others looking to use cable access to express their thoughts and ideas. Cable access is a vehicle that helps local residents exercise their First Amendment rights, and all of that could be taken away if we do not act right now. This is where you come in. We need you, our viewers and supporters of Milford TV, to make your voices heard. We need you to contact the Board of Selectmen, as well as your local state and federal representatives, and most important, reach out to the FCC and your cable provider to let them know just how important cable access is to you. All of us at Milford TV want to continue our commitment to this community, but we can't do it alone. We need your help. Together, we can save community media. Now let's move on with the rest of our show. Our friends over at the Milford Performing Arts Center just began their run of the classic 1960s musical Cabaret. Before the cast began their weekend run of shows, our Milford TV member Ryan Farrell traveled over to one of MPAC's dress rehearsals to provide the following Milford TV member report.
Hi everyone, Ryan Farrell here at the Milford Performing Arts Center, dropping in on their dress rehearsal for the upcoming performance of Cabaret. We're gonna go bopping and chit chat with one of the directors. So let's go. Could you just tell me a little bit about the the performance you're putting on?
Well, we're putting on Cabaret, the 1966 version of the show. Centers around the Kit Kat Club, and you have an MC that kind of makes the flow of the show. And you have Sally Bowles and her relationship with Cliff Bradshaw, and then you have another kind of a subplot with Fräulein Schneider and Herr Schultz. Herr Schultz is Jewish, and she is not. And it's the rise of Nazism.
What did you like so much about doing such an iconic piece as Cabaret?
I liked it for the story. I never knew what the original story was really about. I only knew the movie. I didn't like the movie. But knowing that the stage play is amazing. Absolutely amazing, and it's just got a lot of in-depth storyline in it, and it was a lot of fun, and our actors are amazing, and how they took on each of these characters, and we've all just been having a blast together, just doing this show. Love the music, the dancing.
Good, I bet you do. Ich bin ein Konferencier. Je suis votre compère.
Now we're here with Jade Ansel, and I just want to dive right in and tell me about your suspender-wearing character here.
So I am playing the role of the MC. This role is typically a male role. So I'm super excited to sort of play with some scenes looking like a guy with the suspenders and the collared shirt. Some scenes I've got a little flapper dress on. But mostly I am the host of the Kit Kat Club. We sort of interject throughout the main plot line with a couple of different songs and scenes that are sort of satirical and comment on the main plot and society of 1920s, 1930s Berlin, while also poking fun at and having more of a nightclub indulgent atmosphere to it.
Tell me a little bit about your fancy flapper character we have here.
So similar to what Harley said, this is actually a huge stretch for me as an actress, which I was really excited about because she's totally different from anything I've ever played or anything I'm ever like in real life. So it was interesting getting into character. She is kind of a wild flapper girl who she works at a nightclub. She drinks a lot. She makes terrible life decisions. So it was interesting trying to get into this character.
How much preparation went into knowing and becoming your character?
Wow, a large amount actually. This isn't this character. It was definitely one of the harder ones that I've ever had to fall into. I've done shows in the past, but this character doesn't necessarily come naturally to me. I view him as not being someone that I'd, probably want to be friends with. So becoming that kind of person I wouldn't necessarily want to be friends with was definitely a challenge.
We have a lot of oldies that came back, and we have a lot of new people that we got to meet for the first, when they came in for auditions. And yeah, they were so much fun. They were definitely so much fun. They really took on their character. They just really, you look at them and I'm like, yep, you're playing Sally and you are Sally. You're Cliff. You're doing great. And, you got Fräulein Schneider and Herr Schultz.
The cast is great. Direction has been pretty dang good so far, I like to think. I'm definitely excited to be on the stage.
If it wasn't to be that he ever should see the abundance of me so much.
Do you have a particular number from the show that's your all-time favorite?
I like them all, but I guess I would have to say Cabaret because it's the title song, so it's kind of exciting, and it kind of comes to a climax at the end of the show, so I think it's kind of cool to be able to do that.
do you always have such a wide variety of performers?
Yes, we do. All our auditions are open, so we range from, and depending on shows, so we have kids as young as 8, and you know, 100 and up to 108. So we have, you know, different types of shows. So for this show, it was, I think, age 16, 17 and up to audition because of the way the show is. We have other shows that we have, you know, the kids just do. We have shows that whole families do. And of course, we have this one that adults are doing right now.
Sitting all alone like that, you happen to catch my eye.
Our opening night is this Thursday, November 15th. It runs right through Sunday, November 18th. All shows are at 7:30 here at MPAC at 150 Main Street. Ticket prices are adults 15 and seniors and students are 12. They can call us at 508-473-1684. They can also email Milford PAC, so it's MILFORD PAC at verizon.net to reserve their tickets. And Saturday night is sold out. You need to get your tickets if you want your tickets. It's very limited seating. It's cabaret seating. And very excited that we just sold out a show.
Carol, our founder, and one of our stage directors, and I have really been wanting to do this for a couple of years now, and it just hasn't been the right time, But now we're finally doing it, so it has a great sense of importance to show that you're having a lot of fun with a show like this. That's such a defining moment in musical theater history, as well as having such a strong societal and political standpoint to it, and showing people of all beliefs and all political affiliations that we're all on the same side when it gets down to it, and that we need to just keep forging ahead no matter what happens, no matter what sort of hatred faces us face on.
While just about all of the fall sports teams have wrapped up for the year, there are 2 programs with more work to do before we start looking ahead to the winter season. Let's start with the Milford Cheerleading squad. The heavily decorated Milford Cheer team is getting set to compete at their state tournament this weekend. Earlier this week, I made my way over to one of the team's practices to find out if the girls are ready to bring home a 4th consecutive state title. The Milford Cheerleading squad is in the midst of competition season. As the squad prepares to put their skills to the test at the state level, I asked this year's senior captains to reflect on their experiences as Scarlet Hawks varsity cheerleaders.
It's been really fun. Since I was a freshman, it just really felt like a family. And over the years, I grew and became more comfortable with it. So now it's just my family.
It's been a lot of fun. I really like cheering for the high school and competing at the games and cheering at the football games. It's a lot of fun.
I joined the team the fall of my freshman year, and I was on varsity. And definitely, so the first 3 years, we had Joelle, obviously, so we were in a different division, so we were co-ed. This year is the first year that we aren't, so it's a little bit of a harder division, so we have to work a little harder than we have in the past. But I think the team's doing a great job doing that. We've really been trying hard. We lost to them. We lost to our biggest competition this weekend, but it wasn't too much. It's a gap that we can definitely fill.
The seniors on the cheerleading team know they have a lot to live up to, given the long track record of success the program has enjoyed for the better part of the last decade.
My freshman year, I knew the Milford team was good, but I didn't realize that they've won states we wanted to win states, and every year we have won state, so it puts extra pressure on the seniors this year to make sure we win again or try to win again.
The first time that Milford had won was 2013, and then we won again my freshman year, which was 2015, and then we've won my sophomore year and my junior year, so 16 and 17. So we want to obviously get 2018 too.
With Milford now serving as the 3-time defending state champions, there is no question other squads have stepped up their game in hopes of ending Milford's reign.
We've experienced that. We've like kind of had like rivals like here and there, but like rivals, but like we're also friends with them, so it's like a good rivalry, but we definitely know like people come up to us, they like tell us we're the team to beat.
I think we're like a good team. We intimidate some of the other teams maybe.
The road to this year's state tournament has not been an easy one for Milford, but the captains share a high level of confidence that everything is coming together at the right time.
This season's been good so far, but we've had a couple setbacks for people getting injured, like concussion, so we've had to change the routine multiple times, but for the competitions we've been doing really good, and I think for states we have a really good chance at winning, so we're just going to work really hard.
We actually came in second at leagues and regionals this year, but we're hoping to win this year at states, and we've won a couple of invitationals as well.
Especially like with being in the different division, like without the boys, like a lot of people like think that we depended on them and that they were the only reason that we won, so we definitely want to prove to them that that wasn't the reason. Like we have a great team of talent, so I want to show that.
Each year, Milford's cheerleaders are driven to push their limits and improve on what they accomplished the year before. Those are qualities instilled in them by their dedicated head coach, Heather Johnson.
I really like Heather as a coach and as a person. She's always there for us, and it's a lot of fun. She's always there for us, and she's willing to try new things for us, so it's always something new.
We always like to try to put like unique things in there to like set us apart from everyone else.
As the team makes its final preparations for this weekend's state tournament, everyone remains confident that the squad has what it takes to bring home a 4th straight title.
There's pressure, but it's just we think of it as fun, not really as a sport. So we love to do good and do our best, but it's more really fun for us.
Hopefully, as long as we all like have fun and hit our stuff, we'll be able to bring home another state title.
It would be awesome just like to say like I've won like 4, like that's like amazing. Like even 1 is great. Like not a lot of people can say that they've even won 1, so 4 would be indescribable.
3, 1, 4!
We certainly wish the cheerleading team the very best of luck this weekend. Meanwhile, we are continuing to keep our eye on the Scarlet Hawks football team. The boys are idle this week as they prepare for their final game of the regular season on Thanksgiving morning. Last week, the team was on the road for a rare Saturday matinee game in Norwood. We were able to obtain footage from the game thanks to the folks over at Norwood Community Media, so let's listen into the Norwood crew calling the action.
We're here as the Mustangs today host Milford and see if they can put a second win together. They had an impressive performance last week, beat Oliver Ames 28-12. And again, Khalil in motion, and Denny takes the snap and runs to the right, and he's got the edge, and he's pushed out of bounds. Really a TD-saving tackle there. A nice 20-yard run there by Jason Dennehy. And right side, you get big Whalen, that sophomore tight end. He's going to try to go deep, and he's got a nice pass. Touchdown. Yeah. Looks like a nice, Rakowski, as usual. Murphy's favorite target. Because he should, as usual, he hits a line drive. It goes down inside the 5-yard line. And number 25 looks like maybe Fista, and he's got a nice move there to get to the outside, and Rakowski's his last man, and he does trip him up. Jay Rakowski saves a touchdown probably there.
Yeah, no flags downfield, so
beautiful.
That was a nice run back. He showed a burst of speed.
No, defense had held 3 and out last time. Again, a read option and a nice move there. But moving to the outside, number 33, and he thought he was down by, he slipped and his knee went down, but Lucas Rosa took that hand off. First and goal, right at the 10-yard line from Milford. Number 7, he looks and he's wide open. Who's he hit there? You pick that number up? Number 4, huh? Wow, Brendan White is wide open. Murphy with Wachowski again in motion, and he does. He's going to throw it, and he's got a man open, and he's got it in a beautiful catch and pass. And does they get in? Is anybody there? No, he's... Oh, an option pass down to Timmy Dennehy. And Timmy brought it in and almost scored. He got stopped at the 1. Murphy's going to take it, and he's in. Yes. Mark Murphy, the senior quarterback. And Jimmy, you got to watch number 5 for Norwood here. This kid, Mafio. Right? Jonathan Mafio. He was tremendous last week. And there's a big, right up the middle again, and Norwood.
Wachowski saves another
Wachowski
score.
saved it. Yeah, defensive backfield. And they're looking deep for Feaster, and he makes the catch, a nicely thrown ball. And Wachowski had to push him down at about the Mustang 20-yard line there. All right, Pyrie's going to roll to the right there, and he looks, and he throws it up, and it's intercepted. Wachowski has brought it back, and he's got room. I don't know if he needs it. Leave him alone and let him go, and he's gone. Oh, there's a flag at about the 20. Wachowski has brought it all the way back.
There's a flag on the 20.
Will be interesting to see. Is that before the pass was thrown? Looks like it's a personal foul against Milford. So the touchdown should stand there.
I don't know. Counterproductive.
Right. Looks like he probably. Oh, he breaks outside there. Who is that? Is that Feaster again, Jimmy? No, it's Rosa. All right, Lucas Rosa, 33, who had a nice, broke that first tackle and picked up a first down. Let's see if Norwood can have a stop here. All right, and Pyrie's going to look, and he's going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open there. Is that Lahane? He looked to Lahane. This time he finds Lahane on the out into the corner of the end zone for a Milford touchdown. The senior quarterback, also the snapper here. Jake Smells to a hold, and Jay Wachowski set the kick. The snap's down and the ball's up, and it's good.
Good, he rifled that through.
Yeah, he did. So another field goal for Jay Wachowski, another 3 points he puts up. All right, Murphy straight back. He gets some pressure, but he lays it out, but no.
For grabs.
And it's intercepted. All right, he tried to find Wachowski, but number 4 there, is that White? That we called his name, Brendan White. Made the interception around the goal line, brings it back out. Real tight again. He is going to throw. He's got a man wide open. All right, Brendan White. Nice tackle by Wachowski there as he broke it into Norwood territory. Got 2 wingbacks there facing, and a man in motion 32. He's going to try to sweep it, and he's going to get outside. And he's got a nice gain down there. He may go. Well,
can't tell if he went out of bounds.
You can't tell. I think he did. I think they knocked him out at about the 10 or 12 yard line. He's on the center, and man in motion. They're going to try to sweep to the left. And he looks like he may go in there, and he does. 4 down territory. But he looks to pass. Oh, he's got some room. Boy, does he have some room on the left, huh? And he's quick. All right, Scudero. He's going to go down. He's going to go in, I think. All right. Yeah. Boy, what a run. And so much room on the left side and from the Norwood bench. He found an open lane there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a broken play or designed to do that, but
I don't know. It worked terrifically. And Murphy is in the. He's got a desperation shot here, and he's got some time here, and he's got a man. Oh, it's intercepted by number 4.
It's White again, is it?
White, and he goes down and
makes
just
a smart play.
Right, just around midfield. And Murphy had to lay it out there, and he needed 16 yards. So,
despite their best efforts, it looks like they're going to go down.
Yeah, they played. I tell you,
the record's going to drop to 2-8 on this season.
With that Week 10 victory, the Hawks now have a chance to finish over 500 for the season. But to do that, they need a victory over new Thanksgiving rival Maynard. Maynard started the season 8-0 and earned the number 1 seed in the Division 6 Central bracket, but the Tigers suffered a shocking loss to BMR Hopedale and followed that up with a non-playoff loss to Fitchburg in Week 10. It should be a spirited battle, and we look forward to bringing you the Turkey Day coverage here on Milford TV. You'll be able to catch the game on milfordtv.net or on the live stream app starting at 10 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning, with Patrick Garapi anchoring the coverage. And now let's get to this week's upcoming events. Coming up on November 17th, the Hoboken Citizens Club Auxiliary will be hosting their annual holiday fair. There will be a variety of tasty treats available to purchase at the fair, including homemade pies, cookies, cakes, pizza, breads, and of course homemade capelletti soup. The holiday fair will also feature arts, crafts, and specialty product exhibitors, and there will also be a raffle drawing for a series of beautiful gift baskets. The Hoboken Citizens Club Auxiliary Holiday Fair is taking place on Saturday, November 17th at the Hoboken Club on Central Street from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And coming up on November 30th, the Citizens for Milford will be hosting their 4th annual Christmas tree lighting. All residents are invited to Draper Park starting at 6 p.m. to enjoy cookies and hot cocoa, with the tree lighting set to take place at 6:30 p.m. Other highlights of the event include holiday carol singing led by members of the Greater Milford Community Chorus, as well as a visit from Santa Claus himself. Again, the Citizens for Milford-sponsored Christmas tree lighting will take place on Friday, November 30th at Draper Park, with festivities beginning at 6 p.m. For more information, head over to citizensformilford.com. That's all we have for you on this edition of The Informer. We hope everyone enjoys the long holiday weekend with family and friends. And from all of us here at Milford TV, this is Tim Coet saying have a great week. So long, everybody.